Can someone give me a thumbs up?
Nope. And then you complain. I said that on stream, Chris.
Dude, damn. Okay, I didn't think about playing in like a Delver strategy. Because, I mean, Johnny on 2 is just pretty good.
Yeah, Cat Johnny.
Okay. My bad, everybody. I had the names on the wrong side of the screen. It was backwards in the notes. Let's correct it. John Lee on the left with Reanimator, and on the right we have Bill with Esper.
Alrighty then. No quest you draw.
Keep.
Go ahead.
All right, that was a Ponder resolving for John on turn 1 and a fetch on end step for Bill. Maybe we're going to see a Surveil. It'll be Undercity Sewers, Surveil.
Lord of Spedal. And it's your go.
You just shut him off from playing a painter.
Maybe I'm playing goblins.
I don't think I've ever seen a painter mirror at this store or at Game Store.
That's so funny.
You know what he's got, you jam it.
All right, Surveil happening. It'll put a Brazen Borrower into the graveyard, and Bill will take turn 2 now. Let's see what Bill has. Bill's been doing really well with his Esper deck recently. If you've been hanging out in our Discord, you were aware that Bill top-8'd a Legacy 5K or something in at SEG Baltimore. Gizlo in the chat asking, is this Jafar John? Yeah, that might be one of John's new nicknames. We'll see. Here's Psychic Frog, a card that's on everyone's mind. People either love it or hate it at this point, I think, is the best way I would put the situation. Do we have any frog haters in the chat? Does anyone want to come forward and say that they hate the frog?
Sorry, I'll keep.
Black.
Dude, sicko.
So we'll put
I'll keep 18.
go ahead.
I'll drop swords.
All right, sounds like a Swords to Plowshares has been announced on this Psychic Frog. And Audrey in the chat calling for the frog to be banned. Force of Will, pitching Brainstorm. Makes sense to protect the frog, one of the key creatures in Legacy right now. One of the most powerful creatures in Legacy right now, I think, is easy for me to say with some certainty. Scopy in the chat says frog lover, and I'm happy this is my first message. A fine first message. Force of Negation to counter Force of Will, and it looks like the Psychic Frog will head into exile.
The saga. This is so stupid. Everything's black, everything is blue.
So we're both playing Grix of Frog.
Yeah, we are.
Results.
Okay, somebody coughed in the background. We're going to assume that person was promptly kicked out of the event. Here's Lorien revealed getting island cycled.
So stupid.
For those of you that have not been in the same room with me yet or have not been to a Magic tournament that I've been present at yet, a cough is like an immediate ejection from the venue.
I have 2 in hand. You have 2 in hand as well?
I just can't handle it. Stop coughing, everybody.
Non-talking creature.
Shieldred's Edict. Another Psychic Frog down. Heavy on removal so far is Bill. Wasteland on the Underground Sea.
You have 2 cards.
2 cards. One of them is Tundra.
All right, a Swamp Cycle of Troll of Khazad-dûm. Swamp cycling and island cycling, I just don't know what they were thinking with those mechanics. Does anybody know?
Can I go?
Good bases. Yeah.
2.
16.
Yeah.
All right, so dug up a basic swamp. Can't waste that. It's on the board. Bill will replay the Tundra, it looks like. Maybe slightly worried about protecting it from a wasteland, but it's been deployed officially. 2 cards in hand for Bill. I think John is holding 3 or 4. All right, end step Entomb. What are we looking for? Maybe Atraxa, maybe Archon of Cruelty. Gristlebrand. What the hell?
Blue.
Okay. We put a Gristlebrand into the graveyard. Harry asking, is this 2022? Yeah, there's a chance John is bringing it back. There was a video posted this week in our VIP chat of our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, join the Discord. Of John, who's right-handed, playing a left-handed guitar, and it was it really was something. All right, double days on a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Jace the Mind Sculptor is countered, folks.
Wow.
Did you fuck up the app?
I know, really interesting stuff.
And then I'm gonna activate cards.
Cards? 3.
I also really fucked
I don't think I've ever played a painter here, so.
Me neither. Result.
Ooh, Orcish Bowmaster. Is that on the watch list in response to a brainstorm? It's getting Fatal Push, though. All right, Orc Army is in. The Bowmaster no longer is. Brainstorm safely resolves. Audrey says Jace the Mind Sculptor is still being played when Tamio just nullifies the ultimate. All right, all right.
I think if you brainstorm, you might just have 2 black mana anyways, so you can just do both.
Yeah. Put these 2 back.
Yeah.
Wasteland.
Yeah.
Wasteland on the Tundra. The Tundra finally falls victim. Back to Bill, who attacks with the 1/1 Orc Army. I believe John's now down to 18.
I'll get Nihilate.
I know that I'm taking all my card last side.
2 cards.
And then I'm just putting all the other cards in, right?
A bit difficult to keep track of life totals, everybody. Doing my best.
Draw. Yeah. Oh! Ho ho ho! Draw?
Yeah.
Back.
Bizarre game.
Yeah. E16. Super.
I willed that Bilbo Strix to the top.
You did. Pass you.
Belful Strix, everybody.
Attack 2.
14.
Go.
That's right. Don't squat, man. You don't got any chance in this tournament.
Done?
Yeah.
No, it has nothing to do. It's like
The token is a 1/1 Orc Army, and Belful Strix attacking here, putting John down to 12.
Yeah.
Decent, right? You have all the power blasts.
you did fuck that up.
So it was good.
That is an Undercity Sewer. Surveil.
I should have like that, yeah.
I should have hit the welder. Or held it.
I'm gonna leave you guys alone. You're on your own, buddy. I'm out of here.
Yeah, Audrey very critical of the players playing on stream right now. Very friendly discussion happening. No life totals on a phone and lands in front. What a disaster.
I think Alice last time we were playing, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
This is like try to reanimate.
It's good.
Reanimate on Gristlebrand. This time it will resolve.
At 3.
Good.
Untap. Keep. Draw. Draw's good, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh shit, I fucked up. Yeah.
Imagine instinctively putting your creatures to the front.
I know.
Gross.
The nerve.
Gross. Rachel?
The players are messing with you people of the YouTube comments right now by putting the lance in front, by the way. Some of you just cannot handle it. And, yeah. Pew Pew! Thank you for the resub 16 months.
17-3.
I mean, no. If I have a blue, I mean, it's hard for me to make it.
Alright, take it away.
Okay, some people are getting seasick. The table's getting bumped. The camera is moving. And Lousy. Maybe take a break, Lousy. Magic Ads, thank you for the gift sub. 72. Appreciate that. One of our best people.
Leave on top. Draw.
Go ahead.
Combat.
Yeah, remember when Reed Duke had the initiative dungeon on the phone? That was really something. I think that was a low point for 90s MTG.
Urza Saga. Pass turn.
Go to blocks.
Okay, we're going to blocks. Crystalbrand will get a chance to block.
Yeah, I don't think it's really like lots of cards. Alright. No block.
Blocking the Orc Army.
4 damage. Oh, you're okay.
Swords and Gristlebrand before damage after it blocked the 1/1 Orc Army.
Alright, I mean, get Bowmaster.
Always nice to have.
Oh, but I can summon it.
Yeah.
It's 7.
So you gain 7.
All right, so John will end up at 9, it looks like, after combat.
Damage. And I'll take it.
Cool. Take over. Yeah.
Let's do it again.
That would be trigger.
Triumph of St. Catherine will be miracled into play here. Haven't seen that card much recently. Attacking for 2.
We return.
If the same as good push, something left.
Oh, which then you're under city. Go ahead.
So it's on the stack.
Yeah.
Entomb in response to a Wasteland on Undercity Sewers. What are we putting on... What are we putting in the graveyard this time? Archon of Cruelty. Okay. Triumph of St. Catherine. 5/5 lifelinker. Pretty good. Undercity Sewers is down.
Here you go. Yep. I thought you were playing your cool blue black deck, not your scam deck. Taking advantage of scam the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, this is my cool blue black deck. I'm at 7. Yeah, you got it.
All right. 7 power on the other side of the board. Game 1 goes to Bill.
Put this back. Go ahead.
All right. 1 card on the bottom for Bill. And John is on the play after dropping Game 1. Underground Sea and Ponder.
And so I was like, oh, I guess it's my turn to take a game action.
I'm so done.
Go.
Yeah, it seems like the blue-black decks, the scam decks of the current Legacy format are constantly adjusting their arrangement these days. Going back and forth on stuff like Voidwalkers, Bowmasters, the creatures that are going to be reanimated like Gristlebrand, Traxa, all that stuff. All right, here's Psychic Frog.
I need more pros.
We saw some early Psychic Frogs appear in Game 1. They were promptly removed before they can attack. Let's see if Bill can do the same here in Game 2. The threat of the frog is very real. If this thing hits you a few times, you get way behind on cards. Bill fetches up an underground seat. Fatal push on the frog. It's down.
I got a solve.
You can go first. And I cannot do this. I'm gonna shuffle.
Barrowgoyf. Seeing this card more and more in Legacy these days. It was maybe in the early days of the MH3 metagame overlooked a bit, but now it's settled in. See the Barrowgoyf pretty often now, and it is awesome. I really like this card. Force pitching to Fairy.
Alright, I'm in.
Go ahead. You fetch.
Does not have escape. That would be the Necrogoyf, so it's countered, and it's probably going to spend the rest of the game in the trash unless it can be reanimated. Although, most likely, if we're going to reanimate a creature out of the graveyard now, it would be the frog, I would say.
Floater black.
I'll go to attacks.
Before that.
Okay, Wasteland Underground Sea. And Cling to Dust.
I see. Is that clean to us?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the frog.
Oh, that'll resolve. 3?
Yeah. I'm at 21, and then we can go.
Oh, so I'll go to attacks.
Yep.
And go to second main?
Yep.
I'll just pass after that.
Drop.
Yep.
Spike land. Oh, that's pretty good though.
Nile Spellbomb. I agree with Bill. That is pretty good. It'll shut off the reanimate stuff. But Bill has not been able to make another land drop.
Take 2.
Brainstorm response.
Okay, a brainstorm in response to the Spellbomb. Maybe John will try to counter it. A daze could be good enough here, as you can see.
Fatal push.
We could kind of see in this, I mean, you know, this is just your average Legacy game, obviously, but the combination of Wasteland and Daze makes these tempo decks be able to apply quite a squeeze on decks that miss land drops. All right, here's another Psychic Frog. And it's a big part of the reason why these decks are always great in Legacy, from Delver to these Scaminator decks. All right, Petty Theft on the Nile Spellbomb.
You got a response.
Okay. And this will fizzle.
Yeah.
So this fizzles.
Okay. A activation of the Nile Spellbomb in response. That makes sense. And the Brazen Bower is countered. And yeah, Psychic Frog remains on the battlefield. It's going to start doing its thing. Pew Pew said, does Chris just say to ban Daze? No, I would not be for a Daze ban, personally.
Play this.
Sure.
I'll keep this one.
Okay.
Okay, Undercity Sewer Surveil, leave the card on top. Another Psychic Frog. Game 2 going pretty well for John now. John way ahead in this game.
Attacks.
Yep. No lock.
Discard.
Okay.
I take 4.
Yep. 15.
Draw 2.
Yep.
In response, I'm gonna bolt it. In response to the second discard.
Animate Dead on Archon of Cruelty. It is in.
You discard.
Yeah.
Discarding Tameo, Inquisitive Scholar.
Well, you're at 21.
Yeah. This goes to 4.
Yep. I'm just gonna roll this out for another feature service. I'll blue again. And in return, I'll eat your whatever creatures you have any activated abilities.
This one.
It's going to be quite difficult for Bill to get back into this game. There's a Barrowgoyf. All right, we are moving on to Game 3. Game 2 goes really well for Just Guy John, as he's known. Moving on to Game 3.
Solve my
Like, oh, it's like
Do you want Lord Foil?
No, the time power is
Foil?
Yeah, the time power massive.
4 of them was like a grand.
Yeah.
I'll keep.
Frog is so good. You got it.
Okay, sounds like Bill has decided to keep 7. So has John. Turn 1 Ponder.
Land. Play pedal.
Okay, Wasteland. The card Wasteland continues to be super relevant, I guess. Polluted Delta. So Bill did find another land drop. I was worried for a fraction of a second there that Bill would just get wasted out of this game immediately, but we're good. We're okay. Ponder for John.
So good. Keep everything on top. So good.
I'm gonna try to gauge it floating.
Okay, skipping an opportunity for an N-Step Surveil. Wasteland now on Underground Sea. The Wastelands are getting fired off. It looks like John drew another Wasteland. Nope, that was a Polluted Delta maybe. So both players with Polluted Deltas now. I'm pretty sure John is holding another copy of Wasteland. Will Bill make another land drop? He does. All right. So a Tundra. Pass the turn.
This is a really interesting decision. How many cards do you have?
6.
I'll fetch.
19. Yep. How interesting could Entomb be?
Huh?
Okay, Undercity Sewers, Surveil.
Tomb.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, that's fine.
Not Entomb yet. Do I even have Entomb? Did I even keep in the combo?
Of course you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
You didn't see it last game.
All right, the players are having a lot of fun, as you can tell. Cutting the deck here, Surveil, and
You put Archons about. Did you Dark Ritual Archon? I don't think
I'll
so.
put push in the yard.
Okay.
Fatal Push into the graveyard. Nothing to push right now. Looks like John holding a copy of Daze, drew an Animate Dead. Nothing in the graveyards that I'm aware of. No. No creatures in the graveyards.
How do I want to do this?
Just grief me, bro. just grief me, bro.
Chili asking the right questions. Why are these players joking? Don't they know how serious this is? You know what, Chili? The thing is, some of these people just don't respect the game. Chili with a former Hype Train conductor and 2.5-year badge. Chili always hanging out with us. All right, there's a Wasteland. Kiviuk has arrived in the chat. Brainstorm. We still don't really know the truth, and we've been investigating it, but Jeskai John on the left side of your screen claims he plays Pauper, but there's like no evidence that has ever happened, and we're looking into it. We're looking into it.
All bangers.
Island Cycle.
If anybody watching right now has ever seen John at a Pauper event, please let us know. We're just not really believing it at this point. All right, Lorien revealed getting Island Cycled in Tomb.
But I don't want to tap out.
So, John taking advantage of the fact that Bill has tapped out here. Force of Will is going to get dazed. Undercity Sewers back to hand. And Entomb will resolve. Great play there by John. I mean, it's the subtle plays like that, knowing exactly when to cast that Entomb, that win games, really. Here, Gristlebrand into the trash. Lorien revealed will now resolve its island cycling ability. Holding a Daze in hand, waited for Bill to tap out, fired off Entomb with a Daze back up. Really nicely played. Something to take note of if you're still learning the Legacy format.
Pull so many decks together.
Niels, thank you for the resub. 21 months for Niels. Appreciate that. This game is most likely going to be tight. Are we going to fire off this Wasteland on Underground Sea? We know Bill is holding Tundra, and it looks like 3 unknown cards.
I'll say go.
And you have 2 cards in
Tap.
Okay, going to leave the lands alone. Say go. Gristlebrand in the yard. Thoughtseize. Okay. The hand is revealed. Reanimate. Undercity Sewer that we knew about. Animate Dead. Grief. Brainstorm. Daze.
Oh, wow, interesting. All right, let's take that off.
Okay, Reanimate is taken. Chartwin just gifted a sub. Thank you, Chartwin. Hello, Chartwin.
You have 3 cards? 3. Oh. Yeah. Hang on. So, 4.
3 cards in Bill's hand. Misty Rainforest cracked. Find an Underground Sea.
I'm gonna raw dog this, even though I have this grief in my hand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't grieve, so.
Gristlebrand will enter.
Yep.
You have 3 cards?
3.
I assume.
I'm gonna go ahead.
You haven't used any forces. That's fine. Maybe
We're
you're
down the stack.
buffer.
Yep. We're trying to sort.
Swords is good. I'll gain 6.
Yep.
So, go back to 17.
Yep.
Draw 7.
Okay, so in response to an activation of Gristlebrand, a Swords on Gristlebrand, John will draw the 7 cards after Gristlebrand is kicked out of the game and out of the match. Since this is game 3, we're going to see Grief here. Looks like an evoke happening with one of the newly drawn cards being pitched. Let's see what gets pitched here. Animate Dead. The hand is Swords, Force. Swords of Plowshare is taken. Force of Will remains. No blue card to pitch. John with a full grip. Might have to discard to hand size.
Yep. There's definitely.
Discards the Undercity Sewer. And a Daze.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Neil's with a question. Any Stifle Knot on the program tonight? Maybe.
3 cards in hand. Legislative Traders. That's fine.
I can't give that stuff away, folks. I can't tell everybody what the whole rest of the stream will be. It's got to be a surprise. Come on now.
Always yes.
Wasteland on Underground Sea. So cut off of black now is Bill, it seems.
Die.
Yes, reanimate grief.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, a Reanimate on Grief. Grief will enter. The hand is revealed. Force of Will, polluted Delta. Force of Will gone.
That'll be fine.
You just play it. Play it.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody lose after looking Tamio.
That's a decent.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Ponder now for John, who's ahead in this game, I would say, at this point. It could change, though.
This is another day.
Yeah. Drop. Go.
Yep.
Take it.
Yep.
13 off.
Yep.
I haven't played sports.
I got a small.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, keeping track of life totals as best as I can. There's a Barrowgoyf.
Just be safe.
3 draws after being looking at work. Woodstock, Brainstorm, Lorient.
Cards?
I have one card in there. It's the first dragon.
Yeah.
12 off.
Plus 2.
Snapcaster Mage. Wow.
I'm sorry, swords.
I'm just gonna die.
Targeting Swords to Plowshares. Most likely going to try and knock out Barrowgoyf here.
Land.
How's your gear again?
Tap 3, that's 5 for Unearth. First dragon.
If you play, it doesn't matter if you're ETB.
It's ETB. Yeah. You can't force. Unearth is an ability.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'll go to
Turn.
10.
Discard.
I'll
nothing,
surgical your
draw
days.
3.
You go to 2. I'll
Three,
respond.
and then you go.
Surgical on days after swords has been targeted. Days on the surgical.
It does the same thing.
And then,
Oh, yeah.
well, you countered it, right? Oh, I chose
the same
not
deck
to.
last time we played,
Okay, I'll
right?
try to sort this.
Okay, so did not pay for the days, so surgical was countered. But now casting the swords, Baragoyf will be exiled. They're giving a count on its power.
Creature, right?
Oh, there's no creature. Yeah. It's in a sorcery land. It's in a sorcery land.
So you can 4.
Wonder and Brainstorm are
16, 10, go. Seven.
Grief continues to attack. It has menace.
That's it.
Was the menace mechanic a mistake? Starting to think that menace was a mistake. Bring back fear.
10 minutes.
14.
14, 7, go.
You're playing.
Brazen Bower getting flashed in, so Bill running out of time quickly here. 6 power on the board.
Lucky.
This one?
Yeah. Dude.
Brainstorm resolves. No Bowmaster in response.
Bowmaster this anyways, but dude, you're crazy.
Sounds like Bill impressed with that that Brainstorm being so brazen here. Grief pitching Grief. Fatal push the last card in hand. It's gone.
Go.
Untap, upkeep.
Yeah.
Probably. I poured. Was that Terminus?
Yeah.
Attack. 12. Go ahead.
Completely worth it. Go ahead.
It's possible that a Bowmaster drawn here could stall John's victory. Entomb on end step. Archon of Cruelty into the trash. That obviously would be game winning if it can be reanimated.
You're drawing this. Alright.
Okay. So the card is drawn for turn. We're going to go to combat. Swing for 6. Basic planes revealed. That is the match. Handshake. GG's. And John had the enemy dead. Bill taking a look at it. Wow. Good games. Good games. 2 good players.